legit podcast, already fucked up. Sadly, Guzma and CJ and Ash A's and I don't know if Omni's still on this, but Omni could not make it, so we had to find some replacements. So tonight we got my boy Robot A's and Ashley. Say hello, guys.
What's up, guys?
Replacements. So tonight we got my boy.
Hold on, we gotta check if the mic worked or not.
And Ashley. Say hello, guys.
What's up, guys? It works! Let's go! How are you doing today?
I am doing phenomenal, Robot A's. How about you, Ashley?
I'm doing okay.
You sound like a bitch.
Fuck you.
Bitch. Anyways, first thing that we're gonna talk about is, well, you know what? I didn't really prepare anything, but Sabre.
Omni Origin. We're gonna talk about Omni
yeah, I forgot about it.
It'd be a real shame if I started shitting on Omni on his own podcast.
Yeah, that'd be a shame. Do it right now.
Damn, Omni Origin. I knew yo ass was trashy trying to cover that shit up. Got a bad rap career, got a bad real wrestling career. Man's had to go to ECW in order to find like fun shit to do, bro. Alex Power looking ass. Alright.
Are you really gonna flame him?
Oh, I don't need to say anymore. I'm pretty sure everybody inside this live stream, the one person watching already knows this.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like auto-clicking should be allowed and bid cleaning.
I agree totally. I think every Fed should just allow people to do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, like, who cares?
Like people don't know this, but I never had an NDL. Of course, no work needed.
Yeah, if people didn't know, in RWY, we kind of just allowed Omni to do the shit he was doing.
Yeah, we knew
why he
the whole time.
So high up as a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Chris Rage does the exact same thing. We just never told anyone.
The problem is whenever you find someone who cheats, like Engine, when he goes against a cheater, then it's a fair opportunity. So that's the only reason he won.
Exactly.
Dude, my mom just came down here and she just heard me talking, but like she didn't hear the whole entire magic chords. So it just was weird. She just stared at me for a few seconds.
So, matter of fact, Sabre, let's talk about you. Let's talk about something personal. Let's talk about your affiliation with the independent feds, the very tiny feds. They're only hitting like 70 players a show. Let's talk about SCW. What is SCW?
SCW is called Southern Championship Wrestling. It only has about 50 people in it. It's owned by the Tiny Runnels.
Oh yes, I know him.
Yeah, they they're a fed. They're a fed. Their major champion is AJ Cole. That they got stuff going for him. He's the APRW World Heavyweight Champion, as everyone knows.
I have a good question for you.
Go for it, Ashley.
If you could pick, let's say you have five slots, 2 world titles, 2 minor, and 1 tag. You get to pick. If you're making your own fed, you have to pick your champions. Go.
All right. For my tag team champions, I would have AVP and EVP all the way.
Great, yes, that sounds chemistry. Really good. That sounds really hot, especially AVP.
Yeah, especially EVP. Yeah, as he said.
No, AVP.
EVP.
Fuck EVP.
I just said that.
No, you made it sound like you said E. Make it very clear. That's not lit.
EVP and AVP would be my tag champions, of course.
Now make sure you say AVP is hotter.
Oh, AVP. AVP is hotter. Yeah.
It's lit.
So yeah, that'd
All
be
right.
my tag champs.
Mhm.
For my minor title, I'm gonna have to phone a friend on this one. Robot Ace, can you give me an idea?
For your minor title, I would probably have Italian because people don't like him, so that's not a good major, but he's really good, so I guess you should have him as your minor. Just make sure he doesn't fuck any minors. Fun fact, we actually tried to bring him up before this podcast, but he just said it was late as fuck and he was about to go to bed, and then me and Guzma just started laughing. Anyway,
Yeah.
Italian.
Well, speaking of Italian Dream, quick shout out to his Fed BCW. Fantastic
Yeah.
place.
BCW is my favorite Fed to go to.
Yeah.
BCW they have so many great talents like Hendry Austin and well that's about it.
Dacker D.
Yes. And the Mexican Dream. I'm a big fan of the Canadian Dream. But how could my number one for breakout star, my number one pick is definitely the British Dream.
Bro, why are you sleeping on the Guatemalan Dream?
The Guatemalan Dream is not as good as the Mexican Dream. We don't talk about it.
Are you incompetent? Everybody knows that
What did you say?
Guatemalan Dream is. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, my bad. Anyways, for my other minor champion, I think I'm gonna have to pick the entire federation of SCW.
That's a really good choice.
Yeah, I don't think any words needed to be said on that one. I think it was going through everyone's head, so.
Obviously.
It's lit.
You still have 2 world titles.
You see, I'm an even guy here, so I want to make both champions look just as good as each other. So because of that, one champion is going to be the best wrestler of all time, of course. That guy, Jackson Steiner.
He's amazing.
Who now has
he's so hot. He's my favorite pro wrestler.
Yes.
He's so awesome.
For real though, like me and him, we fucked like 7 times today. He's good in the bed and in the ring.
How good is he in the bed?
He sweeped me every time. 3-0. But yeah, he'll be one of my champions. And then my other major champion, who's I don't think anybody can amount to as good as Jackson Steiner. So I think I'm gonna have to pick 2 people as my other major champion.
Did I spell your name wrong?
That works.
Okay, because Castaway Productions just said I was wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong.
He's right. Fuck you, Spartan. Don't even know my name. That's it. I'm not going to your pay-per-view this Sunday.
Fuck WWS.
Yeah, they literally rigged me and AVP there.
Yeah, we got rigged. I literally. Wait, hold on. I think I. Well, hold on. AVP's in the studio.
Yo!
Hello!
Oh my god, it's him. Holy shit. He actually came.
I've come. I'm here to confirm that we did indeed get rigged at the World Wrestling Superstars. In fact, because of this, I will no longer be calling it WWS. because there are no superstars when you do not have AVP or Sabre Jr. in your federation. Therefore, I will be calling it World Wrestling Sports, because we all know sports is worse than sports entertainment. Thank you.
Oh my, bruh, Spartan, I can't believe this. He just said it. It's over. WWS is the new ECW.
Let's just cancel them.
Cancel WWS. End it. End the Fed, Spartan. End it. End it.
Wait,
End it.
wait, Saber.
My
Yes.
nigga, that's crazy. But I don't remember asking.
Alright, can you tell me when the sound ends? Because
Yeah.
I can't hear myself anymore because of the stream. Did it end? It
Looks
ended?
like it's still going. It's still going.
You're trolling me, aren't you?
It's still playing the Mario music.
Okay, what about now?
My nigga, that's crazy. But I don't remember asking.
It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
there we go. It ended.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is an LMAO moment.
this is probably the best thing I've ever recorded in my life. Episode 6 will go down as the best episode of this entire series.
Lex, we got a huge attendance here of 3 people watching. Or 2. Never mind. One of them just left. 2 people watching.
I mean, on my thing it still says
But guys,
3, but oh no, now it says 2. Oh no. Oh no.
we made it.
I feel like
Making
this
it
is the
into the
best
hood.
one.
I don't know why people are leaving. Like, I don't get it.
No, right, Ashley?
It is
Yo,
so
Ashley, I was meaning
weird.
to ask you, are you single?
No, I currently am in a relationship
With who?
with
Let me guess, Omni? I fucking knew it. I
no,
fucking knew it.
no,
You
it's
cheating. Oh.
it's someone else. It's RFAs. That's right.
That
Incest.
son of a fucking bitch.
Alright, so, now we gotta move on to that. I hate to do this, but I do need to plug the Steiner section, which will be approximately this Friday, if all things go well. I understand a lot of us do not like Jackson Steiner, but it would be a lot if you could just at least watch out for him.
Yes, I will watch out for Jackson Steiner.
Saber, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of YCW coming back for about the 20th time?
I think it's about time that they give the older people the chance to be in charge. It's getting a little tiring with all those new people being in charge. I think it's the old ones that should be in charge.
I think it's
Alright,
Facts.
so let's check out the card. I mean, it has to be really good because, it's their 20th reboot. So for the world title, they have some guy named Dane versus Alec Canada. This really reminds
Dane?
me of an OPRW match.
Did you just say Dane?
Zane,
Oh, Zane? Uh-oh.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not the pedophile. The RWA Tag Team Champion. I should have made that clear. Wait, actually. Oh wait, hold on. That actually might be the real. What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, oh. Oh no,
So,
that's not
Ash,
him. He just randomly had a
oh, thank
picture
God.
of the real Zane. Maybe it is him. He just added a Y to his name. So I guess that makes him a new person. Forget that he said dicks hit boom boom. Wait, we can't say that. We can't bring up mature content here.
Mhm.
What? No, A's. No, A's. I didn't. A's.
What did you not do? What did you not do?
No, A's.
Oh shit, he
I
thought he
didn't.
went in.
A's. A's. No, I didn't.
If I catch you one more time, this whole shit demonetized.
Cam.
We,
I'm sorry. I'm
we
sorry.
can't
I'm
risk.
sorry,
We
sir.
cannot risk. We cannot risk this getting demonetized. Like, I need to feed my family.
Yeah. How much did you get paid in RWI?
About, I'm not liable to give that number away, but it's 7,000 bucks.
That sounds like a lot of money. What did you do with it?
I invested it, and now I have about like 2,000.
Isn't that is isn't that less than 7,000?
I don't need to talk about that.
Okay. Anyways,
I tried investing it in cum socks, but it didn't work as I was hoping.
why would you do that? People always have their own.
The guy who said it was going to be a good idea, he's good at phrasing things.
Who was it? Was it Zane?
I'm not at liability to give that name away.
Today's quote is going to be from a man, and comes from an Italian Dream tweet. This pro wrestler was talking to another woman, and matter of fact, I'll actually take a little snippet right here, and give me about 3 hours to put it on the actual podcast because I'm not really good with OBS. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy my ASMR clicking of my mouse while I profusely go to put this on the stream. But it's by a man in the backstage, and he has a lot of insightful words. He's getting into the moment, and he's getting ready, and he's about to talk to this other human being, person of equality, and the one thing that he can muster up and have the courage to say is, "But that's not the only milk that's going to be on you tonight." And as he says that, he realizes in his words what he's done, and he feels a sort of amount of contentment and appreciation. He wants to be able to change the world, and as an act of defiance to the non-believers, as an act of courage, he simply replies, "Winky face." Now
Oh my
I
God,
just think that's so
it's so
inspiring.
inspiration.
I think that
It's
we need more of this in not just the community, but like in the world in general. This is one of the things that we as individuals need to be pushing and showing and giving our own winky faces and drinking our own milk and putting our own milks on our faces to bring it just a better world for our children to live in. Am I wrong?
I gotta say, like with all this hate that's been in the pro wrestling community nowadays, it's just so inspiring to see something nice in the news. Um, I'd like to say thank you to this courageous man in this photo for his acts of being of milk.
I I want to say the same thing too. And if I could drink that milk, honestly, I would, because this man has more likely changed the community, and if I may, more than kids who has done nothing, quite frankly, and nothing but plug vision. Speaking of vision, let's talk about that. What do we think of 2K22?
Wait, 2K20, really? Again? They're making another one?
Yeah, they already
It's
finished
it's a fu-
2K21, but that ended up botching because they couldn't play it at all because it had so many bugs. So 2K22 is actually going to be called WWE 2K Battlegrounds 2K22 because, as you can tell, they really don't have a lot of developers ever since they fired TMB. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Kids Jericho. Yeah, that he's a character, all right. Yes, I sure do know a lot about Vision Enterprises. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Kids Rock 24, 42. Kids Rock 7.
As much of a dickhead he is, I have to commend him for coming out as bisexual. I think that takes a lot of courage, and even though his gender is identified as a wolf, I feel like he really embodies the spirit of a tiger, and I just want to say that's so beautiful. It's so amazing. So shift
You see,
gears. Wait,
whenever,
you can comment.
Yeah, I'm happy for this man, Kids. And you said that he embodies a tiger, but if I'm being honest, whenever I see Kids Rock 4, is that his number? I can't remember. Kids Rock 4.
Yeah, it is.
I think his spirit animal is something of a squirrel. And I want to become a squirrel also because if you watch a squirrel long enough, it's either gonna rape or it's gonna be raped. And I think that embodies what Kids Jericho has tried to create inside the pro wrestling community, and I'm just so proud of all he's managed to achieve as a squirrel inside this community, and I wish him the best of luck with WWE 2K23.
If I may, squirrels are also good at another thing: eating nothing. I think having the ability to, and I think having the ability. Sorry, there I got a little bit emotional. I sorry, I'm wiping my tears of contentment. I think having the ability to eat nuts it's inspiring. Having to constantly bite on your nuts and having to grind on them.
To grind.
It's something only the spirit of a squirrel, the spirit of an animal, the spirit of a tiger squirrel, like Kids Rock 4, could ever do in this community. If I am not wrong.
God.
Anyways, shifting gears onto another topic. Let's talk about Spartan Castaways. Someone just to whoever unliked our stream. Hold on.
To whoever unliked our stream, I hope your mother and your father both have a really nice day, but then their car engine stops and they have to get pulled over, and it's really awkward because now they have their hazards on the highway while they were trying to drop you off to ballet practice.
Yeah, what he said.
Anyways, so we're gonna be talking about WWS owner Castaway Productions. The last thing you would ever want in your Castaway Productions order would be a shirt in it. Well, luckily for you. Sorry, I can't even, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't even, okay. The last thing that you would ever want in your Castaway Productions order would be a shirt in it. And believe it or not, the first thing that we got when we ordered from Castaway Productions was a shirt in it. What are your thoughts on that?
You see, I've been a long supporter of Castaway Productions. The content they create there is phenomenal. Like, I gave the Tron maker there. They made me a phenomenal order where I spent 400 Robux on a moving Tron, and they made a amazing quality, great up to standard Tron of 5 frames. 5 frames. Exactly. So I gotta say, especially with the shirt coming in, I gotta say, they're really doing a phenomenal job there. Whoever owns Spartan Castaway Productions, Spartan Stage Diver, he's just done such a beautiful, amazing job.
My nigga, that's a crazy. But I don't remember anything.
So, anyways, let's talk about other production studios.
Hey. Hey!
No, I'm sorry.
Hey,
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. We were no. We're just moving on to another topic. We didn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. No, I wasn't talking about. No, no, sir.
So, no other production studios. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Look at me. Stop looking at the floor. What production studios are you talking about?
Roblania, sir.
Roblania? What about Roblania?
he's capping, sir. He's capping.
I'm not. No, don't
Listen
listen.
to him. If I have to come one more time, it's not just gonna be you. It's gonna be Ashley. It's gonna be Lil. It's gonna be you. And you're all gonna wish you were squirrels. Because the nuts that you're eating, it won't give you energy. No. It's gonna be milk. All over your faces.
Loggers.
I'm sorry, sir. Um. Uh. So. So. Anyways.
Anyways, on to a new topic. on to a new topic. Let's talk about a federation that is not RWI.
Let's talk about OCW.
Oh, let's talk about this amazing segment that happened that night with AVP Ash A's RWI and Beast Sonata XIIX.
Honestly, that was probably the best segment ever. I love the part where the ring canvas was vibrating. It just added a sort of authenticity, and that's something that I commend OCW for trying out. I think that's something that's truly inspirational. I'm very shocked.
And I think another great quality of that segment was the amazing photo of a man in the act of vehicular homicide running over a nice, strong gentleman. And we got to see that photo 8 times during the segment.
It was lit.
Indeed, it was very lit.
For real. And I gotta say, EVP in that segment, he did great hosting it.
I do think ABP is what's the word? One of the most intelligent man. Uh, what one of the most intelligent people that I I ever knew.
Yes, I also
Yes,
love
sir. We're
women.
talking about you. Okay, go on. Your thoughts. I want to hear all about it.
The antiquity and beauty of that segment cannot be expressed in words. The phenomenal words that came out of AVP's mouth, such as pull the 40 out and Roblania Studios, was just it was just a masterpiece to watch firsthand.
I believe the words were pour the 40 out, guzzle, pour the 40 out, guzzle, pour the 40 out, guzzle, pour the 40 out, guzzle. We fucked up. Let us in the club. One of y'all N-words, go and catch a slug. I am so drunk, I could Earl for a mug. Anybody pop shit? Go to the trunk. D12, start shit. N-word, come get us. 7 miles running, while homies with us. And all my N-words is talking that shit. And got no mercy. And smacking no bitch. I have my wife. Cut your throats. Blood, guts, that's all we smoke. While the fuck out. Stab you with the knife. It's D12. We ready to fucking fight. Pour the 40 out, guzzle. 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 Who try to be the popos? Actually, you know what? Never mind. Fuck Eminem. But I do think that's very inspiring. I think that's something that we should take away in this community, that pouring the 40 out sometimes, it's just necessary. In a lot of scenarios in this community, we need to be able to pour the 40 out, and we need to be able just to guzzle it all down. We've had a lot of problems where people are pouring the 40 out, but they're not guzzling it. That's the problem. That's what we need to fix. You know, there are a lot of people getting caught for pouring the 40 out. And there's a lot of people who maybe will pour an 80 out, but they'll never pour a 40 out. Why is that? Why are people not pouring a 40 out? Why?
Yeah, it's disgraceful to see in real wrestling nowadays that people are refusing to pour a 40 out. It's been just I figured everybody in this community would know by now that it's just common sense to pour the 40 out, not an 80, not a 70, not a 35. Like maybe a 27 on some circumstances I can understand, but it's just people who are out here not pouring the full thing out. It's just disgraceful, and it's ruining the things that Kid Squirrel Rock has created. And
I think
even
another thing
Pete.
that Kid Squirrel Rock would appreciate is, and this is a direct quote from him. He once said, "Who's trying to be the first one to catch this blade in the throat? You know the popo. Don't let me hold him down. Toasters, no mo. I just clapped 3 people. You going to be number 4. If you don't back the fuck up and get the fuck off the floor, my crew is taking over as soon as we hit the door. You hit the door, but we coming in, and you going home. Security, they can't even stop us because they know. Running at an avenue, soldiers hold us down, rep wherever we go. Chugging on our 40s, very important quote right there. Very important, I want you to listen very closely. Chugging on our 40s and holding down 40 foes. Now let's analyze that real quick. What does he mean by chugging on our 40s? Kid Squirrel Rock, he takes a different... Hold on,
I'm sorry, I had to... This is very important. I need you all to hear me without my auto-tune. And I know this is something that my dad, Travis Scott, would not like, but I want to be real with you. Let's analyze that quote. Chugging on our 40s. Now, this contrasts from pour your 40 out. Because pouring the 40 out, it's a physical action. It's a state of doing. Whereas chugging on our 40s, it's a state of being. It's a state of doing. As you said, sometimes 27s. But it should always be the 40s. So what does that mean? What does it mean when someone chugs on their 40s? Does it mean that they refuse to chug on anything else? They are in denial? Does it mean that they have a certain amount of contentment with 40s? Almost like an addiction.
Yeah.
And I think when Kid Squirrel Rock says this, it implies the importance of the 40 and how chugging it is going to make you a better person. And so when he says, and holding on our 40 foes, he wants you to hold onto that addiction. He wants you to be addicted. which is something that we all aspire to. Am I wrong?
No, I think you have a very fair point. But in my opinion, I think I know exactly where he's coming from. Granted, this line from Kid Squirrel, I think it's supposed to have a double meaning. If you look at one of the things he said in one of his past tweets about unstable Ken, then he says this. I feel that you can equate his need for speed for his tagline of Kachow. The complexity of that simple word shows the person watching just how much speed he can have once he feels the need the speed in question. This can be taken two ways. Number one, if one is to feel the needs for speed for their real life, then this could be meaningful for as to how it is day to day. Some people have rough days and will need that speed to get through the rest of it, and others will have good days and want to finish it with a good old need for speed to make it that much better. Either way, a simple kachow in life is what allows all of us to make it to the next day. And as represented by Lightning McQueen's will to get through the worst of times in Radiator Springs, like doing good in a race or etc.
Right. Etc.
Yeah, yeah. And then his other meaning is this could quite literally be where people feel that need for actual speed. Speed's scientific name is methamphetamine C10H15N and helps you lower your hyperactivity. Lightning McQueen has the problem of hyperactivity where he gets focused what's ahead of him, not what's behind him. He cost himself a win at the race in the beginning scenes of the movie due to him not paying attention to a green car hitting him from the back. Kids really knew what he was talking about when he was talking to Unstable Ken of ECW. And I think he was trying to put this into words inside to pull the 40 out with this infamous monologue of his.
You know, I really think. And if there's anything I know about Kid Squirrel Rock, it's that he loves biting on not the metaphorical nut, but the real nut. You know what I mean?
Like the thing inside the nut, the white creamy goodness in the nut.
Yeah, as from the great Italian dream quote, the milk, and it's not just any type of milk. It's a different type of milk because that's what it's all about. It's about the 40. And I think this is probably one of the best analyses you can do to help the community. And
yeah.
Shifting gears, I want to talk about the childhood of someone that we know. It's a man known as Spartan. But more importantly, he goes by his. We're gonna talk about real stuff. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna use my real voice.
So we're gonna talk about the history and the childhood of Spartan, but also known as Roman. So Roman was raised by drunks, so he became a drunk. 80 proof on this vodka, that's the name he wants. He was in the club to beef, and you gotta murder him there. Only talk to a bitch with burgundy hair. So on the side of the aisles that he knew that it was going to become loose. See him on the ads daily, be running this shit. If his chick get loud, he'll G money that bitch. Packing mags and clips. He will smash your click. This is where it gets a little bit serious, so I need you all to put on a real face. I don't want to treat this as a joke because this is a serious part of his life.
Mhm.
Smoking weed, drinking Henny, Remy, and that Jimmy. Don't worry if you run out of the corner store, because I got plenty. Let's dissect that there.
That was obviously a lot to go through. And sorry. So let's talk about that last line. Don't worry
Yeah.
if you run out the corner store, because I got plenty. Now he has plenty of weed, Henny, Remy, and that Jimmy. But what is one thing that he does not have? A 40.
Oh, you make a good point. I've known Spartan for a long time, and I gotta say, if there's two
Roman.
things he doesn't have, it's either talking about how he doesn't have any 40 to pour out, or he doesn't have any friends, which is a very real possibility.
Exactly. I think the first line where he says, "I was raised by drunks, so I became a drunk," is when he's really talking about the pain that he had growing up, having no friends and having no life, and really spending a lot of his time on the computer because he doesn't have a life. That's the reason why he went into stages. He needed to have a life, and the reason why is because everyone was pouring 40s around him. AVP was certainly pouring 40s, and so was Kid Squirrel Rock, but not him. Let's look at this quote in the middle. See that top on that 40? You know it's coming loose. Now the reason that he says that is that it's not a state of being, as I said before. It's a state of wanting. He wants to be able to top out that 40, and instead of saying it became loose, he said, you know it's coming loose, because it hasn't gotten loose yet. He's waiting for it to come loose. He's waiting for the 40 to become loose, but it never becomes loose. And next line it says, see me on the Av daily, I be running this shit. He's running that bottle and trying to open it, but he can't open it because he never had any friends, he never gained any muscle, he's very weak. Sort of like an Italian dream, and that dream that he has is stopping him from ever having a life, and I think that's something that we need to take into account. That's so emotional.
I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the two assholes that dislike this fucking podcast.
Oh, really? Really?
You're gonna dislike this as we're talking about real shit.
Yeah, okay. Because
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
looking
know
at you,
if you
Hogsy
noticed
Clan.
this, but we've actually been talking about
real life topics and stuff that's actually important, okay? But you think this is a joke.
Assholes that dislike
And this
this.
isn't a joke, okay? And just you by disliking it, taking the time out of your day to be haters, well, you know what? You're a real piece of shit, and I want you to know, okay? We're talking about real stuff here, alright?
Yeah.
That's just disrespectful, okay? That's not something not kids would want, not Romans, but something that you would want. Fucking hooligans.
not lit. So I know that was a lot to go through there. That was a whole set of emotions. But I think in some way we all have our own 40, and we all guzzle it in different ways. I think that's what these three would want us to know. If there's anything that we could take from this, it's that everyone in their life has their own 40, and everyone guzzles them out. Sabre, what is your own 40?
Well, if there's one thing I guzzle down in my life, it's CJ Clutch's penis. That large, saggy, yummy, delicious 40 that I guzzle down on the daily. Now, if
it got me a little bit emotional, but continue. Go on.
Okay. Stop it. Okay. So basically, it's been a tough ride in RWI and my other federations. But CJ's 40 that I guzzle down pretty oftenly has always gotten me through the toughest times. And if it wasn't for that 40, I don't think I would have made it to where I am today. In fact, I may have left pro wrestling a long time ago if it wasn't for CJ Clutch's 40. Oh my God.
Well, I think there's only one thing to respond to that, and that's
My nigga, that's crazy. But I don't.
My nigga, that's a crazy. But I don't remember asking.
so.
Thank
that
you,
was a quote.
CJ Clutch.
Yeah, that was a quote by CJ himself. That was actually a recording that he pre-recorded for this podcast. So,
It's a real inspiration, I gotta say.
It is. I think that's something that we should all take away. So we've been doing this for about 46 minutes, and we've come to the realization of a lot of stuff. I wanna
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to thank everyone on this journey of finding ourselves and finding our own 40. What are some tips you can give people to find their own 40?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a very important thing, especially after the people listening to this podcast, to go out into the world and find their 40 and to guzzle it and pour it out.
Guzzle.
Yes, exactly. Before we finish this off, I'd like to quickly say to Wolfle Shark to book AVP versus EVP for the Overdrive Championship at OCW. Winner
Is he
gets
champion?
No, but you guys will just be handed the title.
Oh yes, sorry, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. It's just simple booking, simple math, algebra. Yeah.
I want to thank
but
everyone, but not the person who disliked the stream. I want you to have a really bad day. Last words?
Pour that 40 out, guys, and never stop guzzling.
All right, guys.
Somebody in the chat wants a shout out. Shout out to Hoxie Clan.
Wait, say his name again.
Is the
Yeah, I just muted you. It's